자, 이어서 갑시다. 오래 해야 되더라. 퀘스트 왜 이렇게 많니? 일단 잠깐 맞다. 잠깐. 아이씨. 자, 퀘스트부터 어디 보자. 서브퀘를 일단 좀 할까? 이거부터 하자. 네티에게서 어마어마 몰래 도망칠 수 있는 다른 봉이 편지를 받았다. 우리는 호그스미드 밖에서 만날 것이다. 블랙메일의 기본. 그냥 걸어가는 게 빠르겠는데. 그르가.
Revelio.
자, 네티랑 대화를 해봅시다. 천사소녀 네티.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
대가리 따러 가자.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
어디 가면 만날 수 있을까?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
알아내고
What
싶은
sort of
정보가
information am
뭐야?
I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
뭐 끝내러 간다면서 결국
Very
정보하러
well.
오는
I'll speak with
거잖아.
them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you.
옷끝장
We need to know
내겠는데?
how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
오케이. Let's
Hopefully
go.
by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
아가스, 필버트, 데이지, 라브, 오토, 디블.
An honest day's work.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
여기구만.
Isco, what have I
Mrs. Rabe, I
리브
wondered if I might
부인.
speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would
이
appreciate
스토리가 왜
it if
이해가
I
잘 안
acted
되지?
quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
왜 할로우는 부인이 아닌 남편분을
Why
데려갔죠?
wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
이미 얘기한
Have you helped
시점에서
Harlow
글러먹은
since
거
your
아니야?
husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco. but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
탈출 못했겠지.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband?
No, that...
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you,
좋아요.
Mrs. Rabe.
일단
Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is
남편이
helpful,
할로우에게
albeit more
협박당하고
than
있다.
disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as
이미
well.
충분히 위험해.
Please don't put yourself in danger.
너랑 대화한 시점에서 더 위험하지 않을까? 라브 부인 은행 업무를 도와달라는 우리의 요청을 다시 생각해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 인내심이 바닥나려고 합니다. 이번 주말까지 답장을 기대해도 되겠죠? 우리끼리만 아는 걸로 합시다. 왜 그렇게 하시는지 잘 아시겠지요?
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me.
여기 있네?
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
이름이
It's
악마야?
about Theophilus Harlow.
이별이야?
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been
His daughter.
secretly engaged these past 6 months.
오.
We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my
근데 힐이
cooperation.
누군지도 기억이 안 나.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you
쪽지에
give me a
대해서
bit more
말씀해
detail about the
주시겠어요?
note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top.
분홍색
H.
정리함.
That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
횡령은
What have
어떻게
you been doing
숨기죠?
to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
힐 씨는 좋은
I
분
met Mr.
같던데요.
Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
트롤
He's a
공격이
lovely man.
요
But when it
뭐지,
comes to
호그스미드
Rosie, I
공격한 거
fear he
얘기하는
loses
건가?
all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly and Rosie. as
너무
well.
옛날이라 기억이 안 나는데.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
그렇다고 하네요.
That's before Mr.
There
Hill
you are.
returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
어? 뭐야 이거? 어떻게 하는 거지? 시간 돌리는 거 어떻게 하는 거더라? 못하네. 아이씨, 이거 까먹을 것 같은데. 마커 이런 거 있나?
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
제대로
If you
말했어야지.
had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not
그렇다고
like
하네요.
people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with
그렇지,
Mr.
당연히
Bickle's friends.
싫어하겠지.
Now to find Natty.
여기 아닌데. 이 시간 돌리는 거 되나? 이거 왜 안 되지? 까먹는데 저 데미가 이제. 자, 네티에게 알려주러 갑시다.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the
어디 갔어?
Hogshead. Perhaps I'll find her there.
괜히 일로 왔네, 씨.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
네티 오나이의 지팡이? 뭐야?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find
Oh, wow.
this. She's in trouble. Velio will show me where she was taken. Velio.
자, 네티 오나이 흔적을 따라가 봅시다. 여기도 있네. 아니, 네미가이즈가 이렇게 많은데 먹질 못하네.
Those young students get what's coming to them.
어둠의 마법사? 아니 누가 술 마시래?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find
뭐야?
her quickly.
애쉬 와인도 은신처.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
뭐냐 이게?
The hidden door.
뭐야? 발각되지 않고 네티를
Natty
찾으세요.
must have been taken this
연애
way.
편지랑 시집을
I need to find
찾으라는데.
her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. What?
Harlow says her friend has been reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be able to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
안 보이는데?
On account of why?
발각 꼭 안 돼야 돼? 발각 되면 안 돼? 그냥 다 죽이면 되잖아.
Revelio.
근데 길이 없는데?
You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quit a flick of a frock and you fall to pieces.
꼼꼼해. 안 보여. 여기밖에 없어. 안 들켜야 되나 진짜?
It's been a bit grim, my word.
How did I get mixed up in this?
아, 열받네.
Doing Rookwood's work for him.
안 들켜야 되는 게 계열받네.
Revelio.
You can learn a lot from weather, though, can't you? It's like everything's foretold right before.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing. I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
Hey,
Revelio. Lucas, tell us. Revelio.
Girls be nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Lucas, tell us. Revelio.
I reckon I can see myself getting away from here and not taking a one of you with me, since you've all turned yourselves into a pack of Jarvies.
아니 나 어디로 가야 돼? 길이 없어.
I've raided Rockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
I may go to
Revelio.
there are some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running things. This job and be done with it. Wasting time, this is.
무슨 소리야?
Revelio.
It's all about having a keen eye. Take me, for instance. My eye's as keen as a niffler's on a pile of gold, or a nogtail to a sow. No, I'm not bragging. That's just the truth, that is. Can't help me natural
어디로
gifts
가야
now,
되는
can I?
걸까?
Revelio.
I rob every traveling vendor that's passed through here and never see it coming.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. All flavour of wicked to be had with the dark arts.
It's exhausting. Standing here all
Expulso! Incendio!
아 뭐야 걸렸구나.
Somewhere.
아 왜 그럴까? 나왔네. 도망가.
You paid for that. What are your thoughts on electricity? Might want to look up. Fighting with plants, expulsion! Overgrown weeds! You lazy medic!
아이고 이게 무슨 발각 안 되는 거야. 그냥 애들 대놓고 들어가지고 다 때려 부쉈구만. 진작 이렇게 할 걸. 어디 얍삽하게 뒤로 돌아가. 정면 돌파지. 너는 비를 예언하는 목소리를 가진 어거레이만큼 나에게 소중해. 크롭처럼 너를 사랑해.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to
굉장히
have this back.
오글거리는 시집이구만. 근데 이걸 들키지 않고 하는 애가 있단 말이야? 이렇게 하는 거지. 사랑하는 오토 당신이 어쩌고저쩌고. 와 이거 왜 색깔이 빨갛냐?
Otto Dibble's love letter from
나
Rosie.
이런 거 처음 봐.
He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
자 이제 다 찾았고 거시기만 찾으면 되는데 어디 갔냐? 어떻게 가는 걸까 저기? 그 전에 이거부터 좀 먹어보자. 어떻게 먹는 거야 이거? 아 이거 아까 거기 그거다. 하수.
Revelio. Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Ready to help.
여기 있었구만.
Alohomora. Revelio.
이스코 라브의 지팡이.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been
왜 이렇게
abducted.
침착해?
Spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
뭘 어떻게 한겨?
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
아 그래? 원래 그런 거였어? 아 원래 뭐냐 오나이랑 같이 싸우는 거였구나. 아하. 미안 내가 다 죽여버렸어. 대헷. 애쉬 와인드랑 싸우느라 힘들었지 내니. 이제 어디 갔냐?
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow one.
빨리 오기나 해. 식물 근데 다 써버렸네. 식물 좀 채워야겠다.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll catcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
트롤 슬레이어.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had
트롤
rescued him.
슬레이어.
Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
알겠음. 마법은 대체 뭘 하고 있는 거죠?
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's
하고
lot?
싶다.
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see.
업부가 무능하긴
But you can
해.
leave this to me now. Natsai,
아니
you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like
업부가
this.
애초에 유능했으면은
Thank you again for
볼드모트
rescuing
같은
me.
악당들이
We shall speak
나왔겠냐고
soon.
판을 치겠냐고 말이 안 돼 이것이. 겁나 무능한 놈들이야 이거.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected.
마지막 빗자루
Stop by
업그레이드?
spin witches when you can.
저 좀 빨리 해야겠네. 일단 이거 먹자.
Mine now, demiguise.
데미가이즈 먹고 하나 더
Velia.
있거든. 데미가이즈 어디였지?
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie
결혼하게
both.
됐구나.
We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
한 건 했구만. 야래. 데미가이즈 2개 먹어주고. 아이씨. 아 고양이 씨 짜증나. 자 다음 퀘스트 갑작스러운 만남. 금지된 숲에서 포피를 만나래. 포피 꽤 안쪽이네. 뭐야? 뭔 소리야? 그거 뭔 소리였지? 여기 약간 거기 같이 생겼다. 그 해리포터에서 그 익스페토 페드루누 쓰는 데랑 좀 비슷하게 생겼는데?
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help. Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
긍정왕.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
뭐야? 말을 중간에 끊었는데. 뭐야 빙글빙글 뭐야?
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a
얘네
care.
인간을 싫어하나 보네.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
나 많이 죽였는데?
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
얘 한 명만 도와주나 보네.
In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
어떻게 찾아오는데? 근데 켄타우로스는 남성용밖에
I
없어.
don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't
저렇게
refer to
생겼는데
actual
다
moonlight, but to a moonstone.
암수가 나눠져 있는
What
건가?
do moonstones
생긴
have
건
to do with
남자처럼 생겼지만.
Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
아리송하게 말해서 짜증났어.
Isn't Moonstone all around us?
그러니까
Why retrieve one from a cave?
길 가다
Knowing
봐도 있는
centaurs,
건데.
I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe
긍정왕.
what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if
도라방패가
Doran knows something we
너프대던데.
don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
좋아요.
I'll let you know what I find.
오케이. 또 알아내면 연락 주는 거야?
I hate to see a creature get put down.
아 정말.
Patrols have no.
오케이 알았어. 일단은 호그와트 가서 좀 저거 좀 캐자. 씨앗 좀 캐자.
Zeke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
그러면은 서브캐를 좀 해야 되네. 아니지. 저거부터 해야지.
You can't
빗자루
imagine how
강화해야지.
inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder. Revelio.
어디야? 아, 이 지팡이 가게잖아. 이거 아니잖아. 스포츠 용품 가야 되는데.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected
자,
the broom
빗자루
upgrades without
업그레이드
your help.
3 갑시다.
As always, I have a special
7,500원. 와우.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
빗자루 너무 바가지인 거 아닙니까? 짭 해리포터. 너무 비싸잖아. 이거 감정 안 했다. 감정했어야 되네.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. What are we looking for today? Thanks for
그냥
stopping by.
업그레이드하고 끝이야?
Hope to see you again.
퀘스트가 있는 건 아닌가 보네. 그러면 이거부터 할까? 히포그리프가 표시한 위치. 왜 이렇게 멀어?
Goodness, not a party to attend by now.
이게 뭐야?
That goblin helmet. I want that back now.
여기 오자마자 악당이 금내 맞네.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rib and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far.
Augusto, tell us.
Stop hollow.
Revelio.
Poaching their Cragcroft.
They say you're hard to hit, but that one.
Call out for me all you want. I shall be off spending this spoiled in Oxford.
2층으로 가볼까?
Come to think of it, months ago I had a brooch.
Oh, Augusto, tell us. Revelio.
저 맞은편은 어떻게 가는 거지? 내려가야 되는 건가? 아이 몰라, 그냥 싸워.
My young friend. I knew we'd beg you. Confringo! You. No!
Next.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy it.
You the brains of a troll, you!
Hang on! Let me open up!
Careful now. I'll get that goblin helm back. Hopefully well.
Let me open! Be careful, boy! Confringo! Fringo! Tight, clumsy little prisoner! Sendo! Let me open up! Fringo! Let me open up!
아, 레비오 버터 쓰는 거야.
Would you like me to put you down? Let me out!
뭐야?
Sendo! Fringo!
You don't want that. Oh, still, you're not going to learn.
Fringo!
왜 애니마고스까지 돼가지고 이렇게 싸움을 할 거는 거야? 애니마고스 근데 저거 변신 풀리네. 어떻게 먹는 거지? 애니마고스한테 변신 쓰면 변신이 풀리는구나? 처음 알았네. 뭐야 이게?
The location marked on the map isn't far from here.
지도를 못 알아보겠는데?
Revelio.
어떻게 오는 거야 이거?
Not the best place for an unaccompanied stranger. Revelio.
뭐야 이오나 모건? 잠옷 좀 줄여놓고 해야겠다.
Ah, but you trusted the wrong kind. You're that hypocrite.
Levioso!
Ringo! It's the one who took the goblin out. Oh, I hate these things.
Confringo! Bombada!
Blood! Confringo!
Levioso!
Confringo!
Stupido! Levioso! 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 How's the view? How did that feel? Levioso! You can't keep me down for long.
아이 진짜.
Oh, what's the light go out?
아 귀찮다네 이거.
Levioso! Levioso! Damn you! Levioso! Hold still! Levioso!
Perhaps not the best place.
Confringo!
내려와 이 자식아.
Levioso! Levioso! You lost track, dude. Confringo!
Revelio.
I see you! Levioso!
아이 또 있어?
Levioso! Levioso!
아 정말 귀찮게 한다.
Levioso! More Levioso!
아이 짜증나 진짜. 아 정말.
You little... Knew I'd find you! Levioso! Here's
그만해.
Levioso! How's the view?
그만해 이 자식아.
Back in the fight!
Revelio.
일단은 뭐 상자를 얻긴 했는데 뭔 상자인지 좀 자세히 붙여줘야겠다.
What is to tell us? Revelio.
와 레벨업. 저거 어떻게 먹는 거야?
Revelio. This
별
looks
볼일
like
없는
trouble.
거네. 저것만 먹으면 되겠다. 자, 지도를 보고서 보물을 찾으라는데 어떻게 알지? 무슨 성 입구 같은 데를 들어가서 불과 얼음을 사용해가지고 저런 그림을 맞추라는 것 같은데? 이 지도 요게 핵심이네. 요거 지도 보면 알아. 모르겠는데? 이거 얘기하는 건가? 이 마린 웜? 너무 어렵다. 여긴가? 여기 좀 그럴듯하게 생기긴 했다. 여긴가? 아니 이상한데 뭔가? 여길 표현한 거잖아. 여기 어딘가 본데? 너무 어렵다. 하여간 이쪽으로 가야 되는 것 같으니까 일로 일단 텔 타고 가자. 이쪽으로 핑을 못 찍네. 마커 같은 게 없어 이 게임은. 좀 잘 만들어진 게임은 다 마커가 있는데. 사우스 일단 때려 찍어봐.
Joel, I take what I want.
Found me.
Rookwoods don't go.
Self-protection!
Take stuff. Stand still. You notice you ain't wearing that bombing helmet you stole.
Going to use your
Flash of inspiration. Overconfidence. That is your undoing.
한 방에 터졌어. 몰래 갈걸. 시잘데기 없는 짓 하지 말고 그냥 빨리 가자. 아 근데 여기 뭔가 좋은 거 줄 것
There
같은데.
must be some students at Hogwarts that we could recruit.
Plans must be carefully and strategically laid out. Not found very likely see how frantic. Expulsion! What are you for, John? Electricity. Expulsion! Incendio! Expulsion! Take it! Best from above!
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder. Revelio.
한참 더 가야 되네. 나 이곳에서 멀지 않다 그랬었는데 멀구만. 개구리 산다. 두꺼비 중에 별 달리는 없니?
Revelio.
두꺼비들아 좀 별 좀 달고 살아. 뭐야?
Bombarda.
나와.
Revelio.
바다에 빠뜨려. 얼마나 더 가야 되지? 일단 축하.
Show yourself.
A castle.
이건가? 내 생각엔 이거일 것 같은데. 요 성이 뭔가 닮았어. 뭔가 입구로 들어가야 되는데.
I used to be safe in here. My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path.
I know.
Expulsion! To your knees!
If it is, I'm just oh, what's the light on?
Expulsion! Fighting with trees, shall we? Oh dear, fighting with clowns, shall we?
Look up.
Look what you've done! You played for quite conductive, aren't we?
Confringo! Bombarda!
Flash of inspiration!
Revelio!
양배추 소환하자마자 죽어버렸네. 왜지?
Bombarda! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
밤에만 할 수 있습니다.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
궁수 자리인데 왜 켄타우로스야?
Revelio.
그거 그리스 로마 신화를 보면 나오겠지. 여기 어딘데 지금? 뭐 보물을 찾으라는데 어딘지 모르겠다.
What do you have in store for me this time?
기다려봐. 어딨지?
Certainly looks to be the place.
여기인구나. 헨리에타의 은신처.
Revelio. Where in Merlin's name am I? Revelio. Confringo. Here. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio. There we go.
뭐가 있을까요?
Revelio. Ashwinders.
애쉬와인도 벌써 와 있었어?
Should have expected company.
사형 집행에 하나.
Wait, is that the hippogriff from my treasure map?
사형 집행에는 둘이나 있네.
Expulsion! What are you? Hope you could hide from me. Expulsion! What are your thoughts on electricity? These things, you leave
Revelio. Confringo. Yeah, cool. Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Back in the fog. I'd better watch my step here.
띠용. 뭐라?
Revelio.
뭐야 이게? 일단 이거를 맞춰야 되는 건데
Confringo. Yeah. Confringo, so damage. Confringo.
왜 귀찮게 위에서 저러는 거야? 아이 정말 내가 올라가? 저걸 어떻게 어디가 기준이지? 위아래가? 이렇게 보는 게 맞나? 그리포인이 보이는 그 각도를 똑같이 잡아야 될 것 같은데. 약간 그리폰 정면이네. 여기 이렇게 기준인가 보다. 여기는 일단 꺼야 되고. 여기는 켜야 되고. 여기도 켜야 되고. 여기 꺼야 되고.
Perfect. Let's see what we've got.
자, 뭐 있나 볼까요?
Revelio. This must be what all the fuss was about.
보물 수색꾼의 글러브? 뭐야 이게? 좋은 거요?
Revelio.
뭐지? 상자가 보이는데 상자가 안 보여.
Revelio.
뭐지? 층이 다른 건가? 어디로 퇴출당했는데? 뛰면 안 되고 걸어야 되나? 점프. 그지 같네. 물론 못 가나봐.
Revelio.
맵이 넓은데 되게 뭔지 모르겠어.
Revelio.
Bombarda.
이 이동하는 그 지면에 뭔가 있는데 지금.
Bombarda.
Revelio.
Confringo.
아, 나 알 것 같아. 그 옆에 무슨 전등 비스무리한 게 뭐가 있나 보다. 이거. 하고서 내가 가는 거지.
Revelio.
어? 아직도 남아있어? 꽤 많이 남아있네? 센 놈만 암살로
More
잡고.
Ashwinders.
Treasure must be around here somewhere.
Is that you, Roland?
Better be a beast. Protect her! You managed to cop Cynthia!
Such agility! You're only delaying the inevitable.
Petrificus totalis. Confringo.
얘 말고 얘를 노려야지.
Bombarda.
Cynthia! Wait for your
Petrificus totalis.
뭐라는 거야? 어쩌저저저저저스.
Back for more ice.
Petrificus totalis.
Finite.
Petrificus totalis. Confringo.
Revelio. I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
애쉬 와인도 껌이지. 내가 지금까지 잡은 애쉬 와인더가 몇 명인지 셀 수가 없어.
Bombarda.
위로 가서 가져와야 되나?
Wingardium Leviosa.
이게 여기다 놔야 되네. 하나 더 있어야 되는데.
Revelio.
야.
Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
뭐야 이건 또 악보가 있네. 개 어렵네.
What's this? Some sort of treasure map.
아니 아직 끝이 아니야? 퀘스트가 꽤 기네.
Revelio.
일단 저거부터 하자.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
가는구나.
Wingardium Leviosa.
가는 것만 되고 돌아가지를 못하는구나.
Confringo. Leviosa. Revelio.
비확인 얼굴 장식. 이거 왜 부셔져 있어? 누가 상자 먹었나 보다 벌써. 좋아. 어떻게 돌아가지? 나 아직도 안 먹은 게 있나 봐. 리벨리오 쓰면 저기 상자가 보여. 어? 잠깐. 맞은편이네. 에이 뭐야. 여기서 왼쪽으로 가는 게 왜 이렇게 맵이 찝찝하냐? 뭔가 더 있을 것 같은 기분이 들게 하네. 왜 이렇게 상자가 있어? 뭐가 하나씩? 아 몰라, 가 그냥.
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio.
에이 몰라, 그냥 가. 고민되네 자꾸. 더 갈까 말까. 보물 상자 먹었으면 됐어. 아까 지도 위치가 되게 애매하네. 저 섬 중앙 쪽인데 이쯤이라는 건가? 일단 이거를 웨이포인트 찍고 저 날라가 보자. 서브키가 꽤 어려운데? 어디야? 뭐 이런데 웨이포인트가 있냐?
Off on another adventure, are we?
여기인가? 아니 근데 그림이 되게 애매하게 그려져 있어서 맞는 것 같기도 하고 아닌 것 같기도 하고. 일단 해보자. 일단 여기 있는 애들 다 싹 다 죽여버리고 그리고 다시 봅시다.
I've never seen such a look of fear in your eyes. Eh? I should think an ant would show more.
Tell us.
in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so.
What you rib?
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
애들이 왜 이렇게 많아진 게
This looks like the spot from the treasure map.
실바누스 셀원?
What does it tell us?
뭐야? 동일 위상이 있는데 왜 없냐? 셀원 혼자 남았나?
Expulso! Expulso!
와우 너무 좋네.
Let's see how you like this. Bit upset.
Rebellion.
Do you really think you can best Retribution Dynamic?
Fringo. Revelio.
근데 갑자기 든 생각인데 폭탄으로 변신시키는 거랑 아바다 카다브라나 다른 게 뭐지?
Revelio.
이거 아닌가?
They don't seem to care for me in Hogsmeade, can't they?
누가 여기서 뮤지컬 하고 있어? 뭐냐? 아이. 이거 된다고? 보지 말지.
I've little patience for such.
Fringo. Revelio.
안 봤으면 최소한 몸의 형태는 유지했을 텐데. 안타깝게 됐구나.
Bombarda.
왜 있는 거야 이거?
Revelio.
여기가 아닌가? 느낌은 딱 요쪽인데. 이건가? 살짝만 더. 아닌 것 같아. 요거 같아. 요거. 여기 뭐가 있어. 잠깐만. 이거를 뭔가 쳐야 되는 것 같은데? 악보를? 자. 어... 이 3, 4, 5 2, 5, 7 2576 25765 25765 25765 986 25765 986 25765 986 25765 986 25 7 6 5 9 8 6 아! 이거였어?
That did it.
이거 그거잖아.
And look, treasure.
왕.
Revelio.
이런 것도 되네. 자, 어쨌든 근데 뭐 두 개 얻었는데 그거 깰 수 있는 건가? 아, 그 룩인가 보다. 스탯이 없는 룩인 것 같아. 별로 멋지진 않은데? 지금 내가 입고 있는 옷이 제일 좋은 것 같은데? 이건 뭐야? 경관 레갈리아 아일랜드 반 1등 아니 방 1등 뭐야 수호자 보물 새로 얻은 거 어딨어? 보물 없는데? 아, 이건가 보다. 뭐 나쁘지 않네. 근데 보물 사냥꾼이 하나 더 있었는데. 아, 이건 뭐 그냥 평범한데. 장갑도 있잖아, 보물. 여기는 뭐 쓸만한 게 없구만. 자, 됐고 다음 뭐야? 로코코 뭔가 그거 같은데? 로스트 아크?
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
장비 꽉 차버렸다. 여기 상인 있나? 얘가 상인이었어.
hasn't been kidnapped or eaten. Hello, madam. Is everything all right?
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my pet niffler.
안타까운
I'm sorry to hear that
소식이네요.
your pet is missing.
Thank you. I appreciate your words. I mean, I've had him for years. He's lovely company. Whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here, he and I stumbled upon Henrietta's hideaway. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse, filled her castle with all manner of traps to keep thieves from pinching her valuables. As we drew near, the morning sun reflected off something in a window, and before I knew it, Rococo was off. I've been worried sick. But I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what's inside that house, or the ashwinders that are lurking
애쉬
about.
와인더가 있나 보네. 헨리에타에
Why
대해서
did Henrietta feel the
자세히
need to
말해주세요.
protect her house like she did?
Henrietta was a baroness who married well, more than a few times. Her immense wealth drove her to a life of suspicion and isolation. The more wealth she amassed, the more paranoid she became of losing it. Hence the terrifying traps throughout the hideaway. Not even her family has been willing to deal with them to get to her fortune.
직접 가서 데려오면 되지 않나요?
Why don't you just get Rococo back yourself?
Henrietta's hideaway is treacherous enough, but add ashwinders into the picture and, well, I love Rococo, but I love staying alive more.
제가 니플러
I'll keep an
찾아올게요.
eye out for Rococo.
Oh, that's terribly kind. But stay away from the hideaway. Far too dangerous. If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well rewarded. Henrietta's treasures are theirs for the taking. She certainly won't mind now.
물건 좀 구경해.
What do you have for sale?
What's brought you here today?
뭐야 이 초록초록은. 내가 파랑파랑하게
That
만들어주지.
hideaway does sound intriguing. Perhaps I should investigate, for Rococo's sake.
Can never have enough stock. That's what I say.
저기 좀 갔다 와야겠다.
Thank you for stopping by.
로코코 구하기. 도로도로도도도도도도.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you...
헨리에타 은신처. 아니 여기야? 나 여기 내가 다 작살냈던 데잖아. 또 가야 돼? 방금 전에 불과 5분 전에 내가 다 죽였는데.
I should investigate. This must be the castle where ashwinders. I'd better find a way around them. Or
뭐야 애들
perhaps
부활했어?
through them.
애들 왜 부활했어?
Revelio.
어디가 이쁘지?
An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
애쉬와인더의 은신처 들어가라는데? 하기 전에 이거
Could it
나죠.
be a Merlin trial?
멀리의 시험이라는데? 이거 다 뭐야?
Rebellion.
얘를 부수는 건가?
Confringo. Rebellion.
세상 쉽고 단순한 거구나.
Confringo. Rebellion. Confringo.
아직도 남았어.
Rebellion.
아 위에 있네.
Confringo.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Rebellion.
헨리에타의 은신처
These
어떻게
rocks have seen
들어가는
better
거야?
days.
돌의 상태가 좋지 않다고.
What went on here, I wonder?
여긴가? 아 헨리에타의 은신처 예전에 왔던 거기. 아 이거 또 들어가야 돼?
I hope the Ashwinders haven't done anything with Rococo.
아니 이거 씨 퀘스트 2개 동시에 할 거야.
These coins must have come from Miss Coffey's Niffler.
Revelio.
More treasure. Rococo must have been through here. Treasure. That Niffler's certainly leaving quite a trail.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
More Ashwinders.
아 부활했네.
Bongo made a pit upon Ford and they was giving out galleons.
I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Who goes there?
Expulsion! Stupefy! Pulsar!
That all you got?
Revelio.
저 그냥 거기 갇혀 있어.
Revelio.
저 어떻게 간다?
This Niffler is a tricky one.
어?
Leviosa.
Professor Howard, I hope Miss Coffey appreciates this.
아까 그 자식 잡고 가자. 뭐라
Your life ends here. Expulsion!
Confringo. Lombarda.
Expulsion! Expulsion! Quite conductive, aren't we? Expulsion! Expulsion! Might want to look up.
Confringo.
Expulsion!
Stupefy. Sendo.
And no one to share in my victory.
아니 뭐 나가는 게 없어.
Revelio.
아니 위에 못 먹은 게 분명히 좀 있는데 이게 뭔지 좀 모르겠네.
Here. Wingardium Leviosa. Here. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Here. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Here. Wingardium Leviosa.
이게 뭔가 있는데 이게.
I'd better watch my step here. Revelio. Here. Revelio.
아 몰라 뭔지 모르겠다. 나 어디로 간 거야? 자 코피한테 갑시다. 코피 터트리러 가자. 코피 킹스턴 갖고 왔어요.
My poor Rococo.
제가 니플러
Miss
찾았어요.
Coffee, I found your niffler.
Oh, goodness, really? Oh, thank you. You're very brave. I was at my wit's end. How's my sweet Rococo? May I have him back?
I'm sure he'll be happy to go home.
He will. Oh, my brave little explorer. My greedy, greedy boy.
Greedy,
I can't
greedy
wait to get him
boy.
home. Thank you again for what you did. From now on, I'll keep Rococo on a lead.
줄을 묶게 다닐 거야. 너 코코 불쌍해졌네.
Revelio.
Historically speaking,
What do we have here? A demiguise.
데미가이즈 있어?
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Barracanut, a sickle, a galleon. I remember you. Your generosity helped to afford
Confringo. Revelio.
얘 왜 이래? 살아 있는 거지? 깜짝이야. 시체인 줄.
Alohomora. Revelio.
에스라인더 1원이 남긴 이게.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Gods? Not even love, I reckon.
One never knows.
방금 뭐 한 거지?
This looks intriguing.
방금 뭐지? 자, 네티한테 가봅시다. 퀘스트가 끝이었나냐? 이거 호그와트야? 호그와트면은 일단 저로 가자. 장비 좀 보일까? 어, 92짜리 있다. (33렙) 아니, 아 진짜 이거 쓰레기 스킬인데 인센디오. 자, 네티랑 대화해 봅시다.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly.
아니, 맨날 엄마하고
Unfortunately, she might, in fact,
저기 하는 거
have been
싫다
even
그러면서
less
얘기는 다
forgiving
해놨는데.
than I'd hoped.
그래도
If she knew more
자랑스러워하실
about what she'd
거야.
done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would
참견하는 거
never let me
싫다며,
out of her sight
언제는.
again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong
내가
as
봤을 때
ever.
싱어 경관이
Someone needs
나쁜
to
놈이야.
stop him, whether it is us or
보니까.
Officer Singer.
싱어
If someone
경관
had stopped the monsters like him in
알고
Matabele
보니까
Land,
빅터
my father would be
루그드랑
alive
한편일
today.
것 같아.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to
그렇지
tend to a
않고선
neighbor who was
이렇게
ill, and so my father and
아무
I were
주치를 안
galloping in the
취할 리가
savannah.
없어.
Galloping?
이미
Your father
마법부는
was
쟤네
also an
손에
animagus,
떨어진
I
것
take
같아.
it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe.
기린.
And he would carry me on his
기린이
back, my
은근히
arms
잘
around his
싸운다며.
neck. We were on our way home
전투력이 은근 높다
when we
그러더라고.
surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
하긴 일단 기본 체급이 높으니까.
Identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he
총
fell,
맞았다고?
my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
아버지가 돌아가신 걸 복수하는 거야?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death
예언자가
coming. She misses
의미가
him.
없네. 의미가 없어.
As do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my. That is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would
긍정적인 거
worry as
아니야?
my mother does. But I
누가
think
애쉬
he,
와인더랑
of all
싸우는데.
people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for
그래?
good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
좋아요.
Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
끝이야 이게? 퀘스트가 안 이어지네. 그냥 대화만 좀 하고. 아 이제 진짜 할 거 다 했다. 메인 캐밖에 없다. 혹시 모르니까 세계지도 한번 싹 볼까? 그건 뭐지? 이거 뭐야? 됐어, 진짜 다 했어. 자, 메인캐 갑시다. 교장 선생님 이야기. 니안 패치 제럴드 교수가 지도대실에 나타났다. 그냥 대화라고 하네요. 지도대실 오랜만에 가네. 니안
Welcome back.
패치를 대화합시다.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
호그와트야?
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with
그래?
anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand.
네, 호그와트
Very well.
교장은
We'll find some way to get in.
Good.
아무나 할 수
I
있는 게
shall meet you in
아닌 거
my
아니야?
portrait there. Until then.
덤블도어급은 돼야 할 수 있는 거 아니었어? 어떻게 저런 애가 들어왔지? 신기하네.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office?
피그,
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
피그한테 가라. 오케이. 피그 교수한테 가봅시다. 피그 교수가 어디 있지 근데? 여기 있네. 연구실에서 피그 교수랑 대화하세요. 요, 안녕하신가. 여기 데미가이즈도 있네.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
아니 대화하러 왔는데 왜 대화가 안 돼?
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into?
그걸 챙겨오라 이 말이겠지.
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless
뭐야, 이
trip to
자식도 뭔가
ministry
꾸미고
on his
있었구만.
behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
뭐야, 나 교장이 되는 거야? 오, 교장됐어. 아하.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon.
뭐야?
How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
피그 이 자식도 조금 뭔가 수상한데? 좋아. 호가 교수하고 대화하라고 하네요.
Professor, a moment of your time. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
맞아, 이거?
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
좋아요.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
또 딴 사람 만날 것
I heard the
같은데?
headmaster approaching.
어이씨, 누가 너냐?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
다 만나는 것도 재밌겠는데?
Sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah, that's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
아, 재밌는데?
Well, there's one for my diary.
어디 보자. 애들 찾으러 다닐까? 이동도 되나? 빠른 이동이 막혔네. 어디 나한테 말 걸고 싶은 사람 나와! 말 걸어 줄만한 애도. 언더크로프트는 왜 들어가죠? 세바스찬 있나? 뭐야, 세바스찬 없어? 에이, 실망이야. 여기에서 세바스찬을 만나는 거를 생각했는데 없네. 이게 누구야?
master would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
누가 얘기했어? 누가 내 앞에서 교장 욕을 했어?
Don't forget what that awful
뭔가 말을 막 딱히 걸어주는 애가 있진 않네. 그냥 가자.
I wonder how we'd get into Blackthorn.
도서관 한번 가볼까? 여기 도서관 아닌가? 이쪽이었네. 야! 야! 나와! 뭔가 이벤트가 없어서 아쉬운 거야.
When I fell off my broom,
아니, 점프를 못 한단 말이야. 에이 그냥 가자. 뭔가 막 대화가 많을 줄 알았는데 생각보다 없구나.
Professor Black.
뭐야?
How are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you, I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical
근데 눈을
diagnosis,
못
I shall
맞으시냐?
head to St. Mungo's.
뭔가 좀 이상한데?
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
시리어스 연기 뭐야?
Professor, a word?
뭐야?
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch.
개최 취소해.
We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are
이건
quite
선택지가 없네.
impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great
연회장에
Hall.
있구나.
Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
제발 그래주세요.
I hope it's not about
얘
anything
오랜만에
I've been...
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
My mother sent me a howler after I got a paw on my transfiguration.
얘는 대화 안 해주나? 얘 여전히 굽손 혼자 하고 있네. 불쌍해.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I...
Professor, a word, please.
제일
Professor Black.
위험한 사람
Professor
만났다.
Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh. Very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
그렇구만.
Well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly
별로
on
안
Professor
했는데
Fig's behalf.
밖에서
I've heard
한 세네 번
unsettling rumors of their escapades.
숨어
Everything from
들어갔다고?
sneaking into the forbidden
정정당당히
forest to
들어갔다고.
confronting
무슨
Ranrock's
소리야?
loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
좋아요. 얘기 하나 들어볼까? 아무 얘기도 안
A
해.
wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
좋아요.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
자, 다들 밥 잘 먹고 있나?
What a wonderful job Scrope is
뭐 하고
doing.
있어 이 자식?
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
감히 내 말에 돌을 달아?
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
한쪽 귀 어떻게 한 거야?
Scrope begs
좀 불쌍하다.
forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
이게 뭔데?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
뭐야 왜 트름하고 난리야?
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw.
아 도망가! 약효가 떨어지고 있어.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
자, 뭐 이제 어떻게 해야 돼? 피급 교수한테 가야겠죠, 이제? 블랙 교수 교장실에 들어가기. 엄청 높은데? 어떻게 가야 빨리 갈 수 있지?
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Revelio.
아우 너무 높아. 아 뭐야 여기 더 빨리 오는 데가 있었구나.
Revelio. Revelio.
몇 개 필요하지? 13개 8개 있네. 5개 넘어가야 돼.
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
뭐야?
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Alohomora.
오 깜짝이야. 그거 웃기지 않아? 아니 뭐야 3렙 짜면서야. 이럴 거면 2렙 짜면서 왜 만들었어? 다 3렙이네.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
책에서 뭘 찾게 되나요?
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place.
니암하니까 니암 리슨 같다.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not in this place as in life. Death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
들키지 않고 가라고? 이걸 어떻게 안 들키고 가?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right.
빨리 저리 꺼져.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
이런 건 좋네. 연출이 되게 특이하다.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
이거 어떻게 가? 내가 하긴 요렇게 가지.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
저쪽 좀 봐주지 않을래, 친구야? 뛰는 게 안 되네.
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you.
다른 게?
I need to turn back. There's no getting past. That door closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
여기 맞아? 이거 왜 안 들키는 거임?
Now's my chance.
지금이 기회라.
That's the way forward.
신비한 망토.
Can this be?
투명 망토다.
I think I'm invisible.
아, 저쪽이구나. 근데 투명 망토랑 투명 마법이랑 뭔 차이지?
They can't see me at all.
아,
I can get closer to them.
투명 마법은 가까이 가면은 들키는데 투명 망토는 그딴 거 없네. 그냥 안 들키네.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have run death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
이거 그거 아니야? 죽음의 성물 그 거시기 지팡이? 떡갈나무 지팡이?
I've never felt such power.
Revelio.
설마 나 떡갈나무 지팡이의 힘을 얻어버린 걸지도.
Revelio.
Defender! Defender! Defender!
그냥 스킬만 쓰면 되는데 평타 자꾸 터가지고 많이 맞아. 꿀타임이 엄청 짧아. 지팡이 딜이 엄청난가 봐. 이거 문제가 뭐야? 어디 갔어? 트롤 왜 사라져? 왜 이렇게 데미지가 약하냐? 아이씨. 물약 10개나 썼네. 근데
A single stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone.
Dear sweet Neve. Dead.
뭐야?
Neve, why? Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
다 좋은 말만 하는데 왜?
We won't be the same without her.
뭐야? 뭘 의미하는 거지? 이함이야?
You found me.
뭐야?
But you cannot
살아있는데?
undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
돌의 마법? 디안 피츠 제럴드의 기억 보기. 지금
But there is no
그
light
죽음의
without
성물
shadow as there is
중에
no shadow without light.
그 마법사의 돌
Simply
빼고 다
because you
나왔거든.
can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
다음 나오는 건 마법사의 돌인가?
Remember that as you witness my memory.
보통 여기 앞에 상자 같은 거 하나씩 있었는데. 자, 디안 피츠 제럴드의 기억 봅시다. 안에 뭐가 들었나?
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw
it can...
what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
선 넘네 얘.
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
마약하는 것 같아.
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
뭐야 여기 어디야? 얘 왔네. 세 번째는 좀 쉬웠다.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3
산
trials?
바카르. 바카르 어디서 많이 들어봤는데?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
이제 반응이 네 번째다 보니까
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some
그
sort of
코멘트를 다
power
외워버렸네.
and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
야, 옆에 있는
I can assure
한마디
you,
좀
Professor,
걷어봐.
I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration.
별거 없잖아.
I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
뭐 교정이 저래. 끝난 거야? 퀘스트 끝날 때 막 그 저기 됐다 이런 게 안 뜨네. 끝났다. 그래 이게 떠야지. 로딩 중요한 거.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize.
이제
I hope we
와서
can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for
아니
the final
이제 와서
canvas piece.
사과하네. 뭐야 위즐리 교수 왜 얘기하다 말아. 아니 말씀을 하세요 교장 선생님. 아니 교장 선생님이 아니고 위즐리 교수님. 뭐라 그러나 한번 봐야겠다. 불사조에 대한 경험을 얘기했다고 들었다. 디카한테 가보라고? 오케이. 일단 그렇게 퀘스트 2개인가? 불사조를 잡긴 잡는구나. 좋은데? 신이가 2개 배웠죠. 여긴 진짜 배울 거 없는데 나온 거를 뭐 배우냐. 와 집중력 마법량 뭐야 이거? 개석인데?
Nothing to identify, for now at least.
히포그리프가 너무 많아.
I'll look after you.
뭐 한 거야?
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
세바스찬 큐가 2개네.
There. I'm not going to hurt you. Everything's all right now.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
짐승 팔아먹어야지 가서.
Never seen such an unruly guy. Let alone the window.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
세바스찬 만나는 게 2개나 있네.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I used to help out at the food room. I beg your pardon, but...
Mine now, demiguise.
뭐야 아직 밤 아닌가 봐. 데미가이즈 되나?
I've heard that our dear Clem... Hello there! Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Revelio.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio.
자, 오늘 여기까지 합시다.